Hi, I'm Jess from Ed & Crafts, and let's make a fun fall sign. I used dark beige Easy PSV Starling adhesive vinyl and the oak camo patterned adhesive vinyl that I designed just for the October mystery box. Start by uploading the Nuts About Fall SVG that's included in the mystery box into your cutting machine's design software. I'm going to be using Cricut Design Space. Next, you'll need to resize this design to fit whatever sign you're going to be using. I found a cute acorn sign at the dollar store, but you can use any sign that you have on hand. After the SVG is properly resized, I wanted to change this design so that it all cut out of one color of vinyl rather than the two that it comes with as an SVG. I welded the design together so that it would cut from one piece of vinyl. I would like the patterned vinyl to be behind the words, so I'm using the offset feature to create an offset 1 inch larger on all dimensions than the SVG that I uploaded. I will cut this offset shape out of the oak camo patterned vinyl so that the wording has that pattern as a background behind it. You will need to make sure that both the offset and the words will fit on your sign. Don't make the offset bigger than your sign is. Now you can cut out the vinyl according to the suggested cut settings that come on the cheat sheet in the mystery box. I cut and weeded my vinyl off camera because it was super easy and it would be kind of boring for you to watch. But you can see that the words are cut out of that dark beige vinyl, and then this is the oak camel vinyl that I cut the offset shape out with. Now I'm going to take my wooden sign and give it a wash of color with some craft paint. Again, I happened to find this acorn-shaped sign at the dollar store, but a circle, a rectangle, they would work just fine as well. So I gave it a coat of sort of a neutral color craft paint, and then I let that paint completely dry before adding the vinyl. Transfer tape is the trick to making sure that I have the lettering lined up properly with that offset shape that I cut out of the patterned vinyl. So first I lined up the transfer tape on top of the dark beige vinyl, making sure that the grid lines matched up with the edges of the lettering so it was all straight. I like to use a craft scraper to make sure that the vinyl is really adhering to the transfer tape. If you don't have a craft scraper, you can also use like an old gift card or a credit card, something that will really press down through the transfer tape to make sure that that vinyl is adhering to the tape. Then you can peel the backing paper away easily, and you have all of your vinyl elements on that transfer tape. Now it's time to layer the wording onto the background. I kind of eyeballed the shape using the grid to make sure that the words were centered properly on that offset background. And then I again used my scraper to press down on the transfer tape. Now you're making sure that the lettering is pressed onto the patterned vinyl, and you're making sure that the patterned vinyl is adhering to the transfer tape. Once that's done, you can peel the backing paper away to show the vinyl that you are going to be adding to your sign. Once I was sure that the paint was completely dried, I positioned my vinyl on the sign where I wanted it to go, set it in place, and then I again used my scraper to press down through the tape to make sure that the vinyl was adhering to the wood. When I was satisfied that the vinyl was good and stuck on there, I peeled back the transfer tape, and I was happy to see that the Expressions vinyl transfer tape didn't pull up any of the craft paint from my painted sign. I gave the vinyl a once over with my scraper, working kind of from the center of the design outwards. That way, if there are any bubbles or wrinkles in the vinyl, the trapped air can work its way to the outside. Now, I could have left the sign as is and been finished, but I happened to find this cute acorn embellishment at the dollar store, and I wanted to add that as well. Now I have a fun sign that I can hang on our front door for the fall season. I'm really pleased with how well these vinyls cut, and layered and applied to this sign. And I think this is just a really cute piece of decoration for my home.